Chennai Super Champs up against Mumbai Pickle Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the field of play the Chennai Super Champs, Johnny Goldberg, followed by Dominika Turkovic, Hong Nam Lee, Carlota Trevino, Sonu Vishwakarma, Tana Tomasi, Rika Fujiwara, Domen Kwan, and Eva Kevatayo. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome now Mumbai Pickle Power, led by their coach Sam Basswood, who is behind the dancer. Followed by Brandon Lane, Glauka Kavahal Lane, Jada Bui, Tejas Mahajan, Max Green, Helen To, Santosh Narayanan, and Sabrina Mendez.
Jada Bui set the marker with her women's singles performance. That's going to be a match worth looking out for. And you've also got the Lanes playing the mixed doubles. You've got Max Green, who was quite outstanding in men's singles. And then you've got Helen To today stepping in place of Sabrina Mendez. And it will finish with Santosh Narayanan pairing up with Tejas Mahajan, who will also get his first share of action in World Pickleball League Season 2. This is what's coming up. First, Dominika Turkovic of Chennai Super Champs against Jada Bui of Mumbai Pickle Park.
Welcome back. We are ready for the toss between Chennai and Mumbai. Dominika and Jada here with me. And of course, Mark. Mark, it's over to you.
All right. Ladies, that is heads. That is tails. You can have the call, Jade. Heads is the call. It is a head. Start that side, serve. All right.
Oh, what a point to send the things off.
Point, Mumbai.
Definitely, like you say, there's less coming forward in the women's game, but I think their opportunities are there, and it seems that, at least in this event, those who are taking them are winning.
Side out. Point.
Beautiful backhand. She's had a few of those already, those nice rolls cross court.
6 points on the trot for Dominika Turkovic.
7-2.
It's almost like a river on the rampage, and somehow Jada has to stop it. Oh, she almost did, but how did Dominika pull that off?
Point, Chennai.
Clinical play there again from Domi. And I've noticed a few players have a tendency to, call the ball, although we still have, we have our linesmen.
Point, Mumbai.
Maybe a little momentum switch here. That was an excellent play from Jada Bui. Nice little poke.
One thing's for sure, though, with the lineups at play, it's quite unlikely that this will be too much of a decisive match.
Point, Mumbai.
There should be matches which could be split, and we could be looking at one more tiebreaker before the night is through. However, at the moment...
Absolutely, and I'm sure Max would agree with me on this. It is an absolute epic show with all the lights. I think that is a very unique experience for most of these players. This is one of the greatest stages I've ever witnessed in pickleball.
Point, Mumbai.
Yeah, I can definitely echo that, being a part of MLP in the US and MLP Australia in Australia. The setup here is really unrivaled in my experience the last few years in pro pickleball.
We just saw a great point from Jada Bui, the way that she hung in there in that rally and eventually picked up the point as well. Now just 1 point adrift. Is there a comeback loading? You bet it is.
Point, Mumbai.
This is again a phenomenal women's singles display by Jada.
We've got a pickle play being played by Chennai.
And there is a pickle play. I didn't think I'd see that, but we saw Ricky do a pickle play in night one, didn't we, Debayan? Ricky came in and, yeah, she did really well for the Chennai team.
Right. Players ready?
I think that might have been in the doubles. However, this is a chance to
Players
outshine
ready?
in the singles.
Time back in. 10-10. Point, Mumbai.
So just to explain for viewers who might be tuning in for the very first time, pickle play is when you replace one of the players on court for 8 service points, and that's what's happened. Rika Fujiwara, a former Grand Slam semi-finalist in doubles in tennis, out in the middle. Oh, and she's turning on the style.
Side out.
She's got that point. That had a touch of doubles about it, Max.
It totally did, and she put every ounce of her body into that shot.
Side out.
Beautiful shot there. Interesting that Jada now has had to play the whole match, and Dominica did get a little break. So we'll see if that plays any part at the finish line.
Side out.
Good play there from Jada. It seems like the player that is approaching first is taking most of these points.
Yeah, we just got a little sliver of a heartbeat, but it wasn't official anyway. What a match to get things going.
Sometimes time just runs out, but that was super well played by both sides, as expected. Domi, the Sun Devil from Arizona State, taking it for her team.
Yeah, Domenica Djokovic prevails in a thrilling encounter against Jada Bui, 15-13.
Welcome back to the second match of this tie between the Chennai Super Champs and Mumbai Pickle Power.
Best of luck, players. Time in. 0-0-2. Oh, ball's been called out. Point. Chennai. Point, Mumbai.
What a stretch from Brandon there. Nam Lee hit a great shot, but sometimes it pays to be very long.
2-1-1.
Oh wow,
Side out.
that was out of a tennis playbook, wasn't it, Max?
Absolutely. That's we were taught to try to bounce it out of the court, and it's pretty hard to do in pickle.
1-5-1.
So not sure about Namli, but at least 3 players there who could converse in Spanish if they wanted. I'm sure you could join them as well. Max, you're a man of many talents too.
Sí, yo puedo hablar en español. Es mi tercer idioma.
Second server. Point.
All right, some
Chennai.
momentum here now for Mumbai.
Deft hands from all 4 players. You didn't have purple hair. You just had
Second server.
purple on your body, but your hair was black back then?
9-4-2.
No, it's always been brown. I've never colored my hair, but
Okay.
maybe I should do purple sometime.
Yeah. You and
Point,
Brandon
Mumbai.
sitting in a tree would be fun.
Point. Chennai.
And it's a great reflection of life because it all evens out. Yesterday they had it done to them, and today they did it to their opponent. So that's life. You win some, you lose some, and that's how it rolls, right, Max?
Absolutely. Sport is definitely a proxy for life, and that's part of why it makes it so thrilling and unpredictable.
Point, Mumbai.
Then Max, as your new friend, I will introduce you. For now, it looks like Mumbai are running away with this one. Just 2 minutes left. Oh, deft lob, but lands out. Well tried.
Side out.
One thing's for sure, the lanes have found their rhythm. The lanes are playing much better today. A lot more composure, a lot more energy as well. Positive energy, Max.
Totally. I guess I'm fortunate that I got them yesterday and not today.
Point, Chennai.
And what a performance from the lanes and bounce back. Like I was kind of looking forward to see.
And from the neutrals perspective, this is probably the best result because it ties it at 1 match apiece. And it just goes on nicely into the third, the men's singles, which is also promising to be a great encounter.
It definitely is. We've witnessed a fantastic first couple of matches in this tie between the Chennai Super Champs and Mumbai Pickle Power. Mumbai taking this one, evening it with 2 matches done. 3 matches left in this tie. Of course, we have the men's singles and then the 2 doubles coming our way. The men's and the women's don't go anywhere. It's 17-10 for the lanes. Welcome back. We have the men's singles coming our way now between Chennai and Mumbai. Hwang Nam Lee, who's just gone off the court after that mixed doubles, is back again to take on Max Green of Mumbai. Hwang Nam playing consecutive. You think it's going to have an effect?
Well, interestingly, he chose not to warm up. So that might have been a cagey move to conserve some energy. I haven't seen any fatigue from any of the Vietnamese players, so I don't expect it to have a huge impact.
Point, Chennai.
Well, Brandon and Glauca are side by side, so obviously there's been no issues about that. Win or no win.
That kind of stuff. I like dosas as well.
Okay, before you said the dosas, I was just going to say perfect for Delhi. You brought in dosas as well, so perfect for India, I'm going to say. The north and south of food mixing well. Matar paneer, interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Oh! No, look! Look at the deception on that one. Hwang Nam running away with this one.
He's certainly on fire from a scoring perspective. We're just about 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes in, and he's up 9 love.
9-0.
However, in this season alone, we saw Baku have a 10 love lead and then go on to lose against Dusty Boyer. So it's happened before. Oh, this time the net helping him out as well, Max.
But I think maybe a few players on our team might have considered it for sure, as well as our coach Wes.
Point, Chennai.
19 points for them. Not a single point thus far. Spoke too soon. Tejas Mahajan says, what are you talking about? Here we go.
And if I can just ask Max, your namesake, what does he do in a situation like this where the opponent is just playing such sublime pickleball?
Chennai. Point, Chennai.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he?
Absolutely. You can't tell anyone that doesn't mean anything when when the score is a 24-point difference. That was an electric shot and response.
Side out.
I can tell you where it's going in terms of people playing pickleball in Mumbai, at least. On the weekends, you cannot find a pickleball court available to play. You have to book it well in advance, sometimes on weekdays as well.
I think part of the appeal is the fact that anyone, absolutely anyone can play. You can, in 20 minutes or so, you can have a nice rally and enjoy yourself immediately. Where maybe a sport like tennis would take, 20 days, perhaps.
5:27.
You can really do a lot with what looks like to be not much, right? A lot with a little.
Well, the fight in Hwang Nam Lee has been Way too much to handle
27-7.
for Mumbai Pickle Power. This man has absolutely dominated today on court, as the scoreline is evident. 27-7 in his favor. He's been relentless from the start. And Max Green just almost poetically says, that's it, I'm done with this. Huang Nambi with one of the best performances we've seen in a men's singles match so far. 27-7 in favor of Chennai Super Champs. We're taking a very short break here. The women's doubles is coming up next. To match 4, which is the women's doubles. For the Chennai Super Champs, it is Dominika Turkovic and Carlota Trevino against Glauca Carvajal, Elaine and Helen Toh.
Serves ready. Best of luck, ladies.
It's Mumbai
Time
Pickle
in.
Power who will
0-0-2.
start with serve. They are at the near end in those orange uniforms of theirs. And up against them, what did you call it? Passion fruit?
Yes, it's the oranges versus the passion fruits. And right now we have 2-1 passion fruit. Personally, I would prefer a passion fruit if it's a drink.
And Max, every part of India you go to, there's a difference. As we see the Chennai Super Champs in a 5-point lead in this one. Domi and Carlota seem to be running away with this one right now. 6 points on the board for them. You know, I think we're talking a lot about food. Maybe I'm hungry. I'll just say one more thing, Max. The thing about dal, right, which is one of the most popular foods in North India especially, is sometimes the more expensive restaurants don't get it right. It's usually in the cheaper restaurants that you actually get a very flavorful dal. So you might want to try that.
Interesting, and I won't get Delhi belly.
Considering you eat Matar Paneer, no, I think you'll be fine, as we see another error for Mumbai.
And Arpit, before this match began, I was just explaining to Max that, yes, cricket is by far the #1 sport, but there is probably space for a #2 because there's a massive gap between cricket and other sports. You've, of course, got football, you've got pockets of hockey, you've got other games as well, tennis, table tennis, badminton. And pickleball is probably reaching that #2 position as well. And I think it's more than a sport. It's about a lifestyle. It's about being fit. It's about taking yourself a bit more seriously. And all these points are, of course, much more significant post-COVID. I think people have realized that you need to pay some attention.
But once you're courtside, and you mentioned Mark, you know, hats off to him as well. He's keeping his attention focused on all points, the scoring system as well. Not taking any breaks, mind you. We take breaks here in the commentary box. That man is there throughout both ties for all matches without a break. And there we go again. They're doing it again. Look at that.
Wow, very nice flick on the orange side here.
Point, Chennai.
Chennai look like this tie is theirs. It's too short a time for a comeback from Mumbai Pickle Power. But remember, every match counts. Every match is scored. And there we go, hands battle. And Domi says, watch me again. What a shot on the backhand.
Possibly the last service, possibly the last point. And the tie pretty much in the pocket for Chennai Super Champs.
And game,
well, that is official confirmation of the result in that one. Chennai Super Champs registering another win.
Where Tejas Mahajan, who we've seen before and make a little bit of an impression in the men's singles, is going to tie up with Santosh Narayanan. But things are ready to go. So it's Tejas and Santosh
0-0-2.
who are at the near court for Mumbai Pickle Power. And up against them, Kwan and Tomasi.
Side out. Chennai.
Yet another superb night of pickleball. We saw one more tie break. And this match, while it does look a little lopsided, one-sided in a sense,
Point,
but there's a
Mumbai.
chance for Mumbai to pull one back and get themselves 6 points out of this. They have lost the point, but it's a
Second
good
server.
point you make. And what's noticeable just watching on, in a sport which is associated with so much of movement, what you notice is that
5-2-2.
Tanner is very still. He's usually quite stable when he's making a connection.
Yeah, I think it's a challenge for a lot of other racket sport players to come into pickleball. A little bit different attack there
Second server.
from Tejas. Lower and sharper angle.
Jeanette, just looking at the schedule at this point of time tomorrow, we're going to watch Max in action. He'll probably be playing the men's doubles.
Fault. Point, Chennai.
This is actually the second time that Santosh, I think, has been called for a
16-14.
very similar foot fault with that push off on the left foot.
Point, Chennai.
Do you remember the time that referee Mark Taylor body bagged Santosh in Australia when you were playing a
17-14.
rec match?
I believe it was like 3 or 4 times in a very short time period. Yes,
Side out.
I've heard. I actually didn't see it, but I've heard it from multiple sources.
At the start of this tie, it was Hyderabad who were top of the table with 18 points to their name. But
Second
with this
server.
victory, which looks pretty much imminent,
Perhaps a little surprising that there wasn't a pickle play used on the orange side.
Side out. Oh, sorry, second server and game. Thank you.
so that's that 19-4 in the men's doubles. It's as convincing as they can come for the Chennai Super Champs. 2 matches in a row where they've outclassed their opponents 12 points to 3 in terms of the match. But this is what's happened in this particular game. 19-4 for the men, Tanner Tomasi and Kwang Do. Happy campers, winners, and now table toppers as well. The men and women from Chennai sweeping most of the matches. The only one which got away was the one where the lanes took away the mixed doubles against Kawatayo and Hwang Nam, who we just saw. This is what's happened. The tie score is 4-1. That's 3 points for every victory. So effectively a 12-3 victory for Chennai.